Welcome back, guys. So right now we've spoken about being a VA, but right now I want to talk about being a content creator. Yes, being a VA, we've spoken about that already, but being a content creator, you need to look into your roles, the platforms, the responsibilities, and what is required of you as a content creator. So as a content creator, what is actually required of you? So you could see right here who is a content creator or what you are as a content creator. So a content creator produces and publishes original material, which content has different contents. You have your videos, you have your articles, you have photos, which could be graphical images, you have audio, you have graphics. So these are all contents for an audience through digital platforms designed to inform, entertain, inspire, educate, or persuade. So content creation is all about you creating original content or material, which could be in form of a video, could be in form of an article, could be in form of photos, could be in form of audio, could be in form of graphics. So now for an audience through digital platforms, so it has to be a social media platform or a digital platform because it goes beyond being a social media platform. You could actually work on email and use Gmail to send a bulk email. So this is just a digital way of creating content. So as a digital marketer, as a social media marketer, as a VA, you can all be a content creator, or you all are content creators, because you need content to be able to market. Without content, you cannot market, and that is all about content creation and being a content creator. So different things you could be as a content creator. You could actually have a niche. You could be a video creator where you just create videos for YouTube, TikTok, and Reels. So this is basic video creation. Then you could be a blogger or writer where you write articles and newsletter. You could be a podcaster where you do Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You could be a social creator which tackles Instagram, LinkedIn, X, and these entwines. Social creator and video creator entwines, by the way. You could be a visual creator where you can design infographics, carousels, and you could be a UGC creator where you create brand content for ads. So these are things you could become as a content creator. You could be a video creator, you could be a UGC creator, you could be a visual creator, you could be a social creator, you could be a podcaster. So these are things you are as a content creator. So the next thing I want to showcase is your life cycle as a content creator. So as a content creator, the first thing you do is to ideate, where you research for trends, you ideate, then you plan, where you give calendar and formats. Maybe you want to create a calendar for 1 month, you have to create that, then you create. So content is not just something you just stumble upon, it has processes. You need to look for trends. That is how you can become successful as a content creator. You need to look for trends, research for trends on X, on Instagram, on Google, so you can know what you want to talk about. Then you plan your content towards trends. You create a content calendar. Then you start creating your content, which could be writing, could be filming, could be design, could be edit. So you create, then you edit whatever you've created, you refine and polish, then you publish, you post and optimize whatever you did, and you analyze. So you track and improve. So the core responsibilities from content creators are: you need to research your audience, you need to be able to give a definition to your audience, you need to be platform native. Are you an X content creator? Are you a video content creator? Are you just a blogger, or are you just a writer? So you need to be able to differentiate that, and you need to be able to go into optimization. You need to be able to optimize content, you need to be able to analyze content and how it performs. You need to be able to create a content strategy and content calendar. You need to be able to work on videos, audios, written, editing, and post production. You need to be able to build community and active engagement. You need to be able to work on brand partnership and monetization management. So basically, being a content creator is as easy as that. So how do you earn your money as a content creator? You can earn money from various means. You can earn money from brand sponsorship, where companies do pay for product features in content, often the largest income source for big creators. You can actually earn from ad revenue platforms, ads like YouTube, AdSense, TikTok, pay per view on your content, so you can actually earn money from ad revenue. You can go into affiliate marketing where you earn commission for every purchase made through your unique referral link. You can go into creating products like courses, templates, presets, or guides. You can create a subscription model for your content. You can actually have a merchandise where you have physical branded products like shirts and other things for your loyal fans. You can have UGC deals where brands pay for raw content assets. No audience is required for you being a UGC. All you have to do is to reach out and tell them. You can create videos for them. So one of the easiest way to be a content creator is to start by being a UGC. You could create content for brands without having to have audience. All you have to do is just to create content, and creating content is actually an interesting thing you could do. So you, as a beginner, you can actually start from being a UGC. You can reach out to brands around you and tell them you want to create raw content for what they sell or what they do. So you could start that before you actually go big. So you can go into UGC deals, you can go into speaking and consulting. So established creators speak at events and advise brands on content strategy. So these are basic things you could do as a content creator. So it entwines with VA, which we are going to talk about and we've spoken about so far, how this entwines with you being a virtual assistant. So I hope to see you in the next lesson, where we'll get to talk more about this content creation and VA, and how cloud AI would come and help as a content creator and as a virtual assistant. I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.